In 1975, Khalid bin Abdul Aziz became the fourth king of Saudi Arabia. He did not have any aspirations for power, and he was chosen to be king due to his humble character. During his youth, King Khalid memorized the Holy Quran and was known for his piety. After becoming king, Khalid used his position to help not only his own citizens, but Muslims across the globe. Upon becoming king, Khalid noticed the tendency of government officials and ministers to gravitate towards Western nations rather than Muslim countries. He stated, "Ministers immediately reject any invitation that comes to them from Somalia or Bangladesh. But if the invitation arrives from America, Britain, or France, how quickly do they accept the invitation?" In order to change this attitude, King Khalid used the massive oil wealth of the country in order to support developing Muslim countries around the world. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979, King Khalid sent money, weapons, and equipment to the Afghan freedom fighters. He also supported Kashmiri Muslims who were being oppressed by the Indian Army, and he sent millions of dollars worth of financial assistance and aid to Kashmir. Khalid was also a huge supporter of the Palestinian cause. He developed a close relationship with the Palestinian leader known as Yasser Arafat and provided financial support to the Palestinian Liberation Organization, which was engaged in an armed resistance against the Israeli occupation. In addition to this, King Khalid also supported the Eritrean Muslims in their war against the Israeli-backed Ethiopian occupation. King Khalid's Islamic principles were also well known to non-Muslim nations. For example, when the Emperor of Japan, known as Akihito, visited Saudi Arabia, he addressed King Khalid and stated, "I hope that you will tell me about the history of your sacred family." King Khalid immediately responded, "My family is not sacred. My family is no different from the rest of the families, and God strengthened them when they adopted the call to Islam." Throughout his reign, Khalid spent most of his time outside of the palace, and he preferred to spend his time in the desert, where he would spend his time hunting, riding horses, and breeding camels. King Khalid stayed away from extravagance, and he also enjoyed reading in his personal library. In order to promote literature and Islamic history in Saudi Arabia, King Khalid printed and distributed historical Islamic books at his own expense. One of these books was the biography of the Umayyad reformer and caliph known as Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, written by Ibn al-Jawzi. Thousands of copies of this book were printed by King Khalid and distributed to schools, universities, and public libraries across the country. During his reign, Khalid also established the Saudi Ministry of Higher Education, and he opened many new educational institutions such as the University of Dammam. Throughout his reign, Khalid also invested in many other infrastructure projects such as the Saudi-Bahrain Bridge and the construction of multiple roads and highways. He was also known for his generosity, and he dramatically increased the salaries of civil servants. Khalid bin Abdul Aziz passed away on 13th June 1982.